Hello Utopians and fellow hobbyists! Welcome to another episode of Cut Dreams in Styrene. I'm your host, Gary G, and I'm glad to see you in front of your screens. In today's show, I want to talk about the Clown Hunter, how to make a silicone mold for under $1, and a shout out to another builder who finished his Frankenstein Group build. But first, as always, the riddle! How many Boss 429 were built in 1970? A. 429, B. 469, or C. 499? The answer is always the end of the show. In our actual build, we are still in the year 2063 and the world is fighting against mutants. Mutants which looks a lot like clowns because of an experiment that went out of control. A few brave people though are part of the resistance and build tanks out of old muscle cars. So let's see what's happening in this episode down in the garage. Here in the shop we continued with the modifications on the front and get ourselves some rockets for the rocket launcher. Time to build ourselves the gate for the rocket launcher. And now we're replacing the side windows. The windscreen needs some changes as well. That's all for now. Now back to the studio. In a tip laboratory, we figured out a way to make a silicone mold for under $1. But first, a few words to that topic. It's illegal to copy parts and sell them. This is only meant for your own purpose, so in case you lose a part or you want to modify one for your own use. But now I'm gonna leave my soapbox and we see what they're doing down in the tip laboratory. Oh, this way. Hello! This week in the tip laboratory we want to talk about making a silicone mold and copy, for example, this carburetor. It's gonna look like this. You see it? I guess it works. So for this project we're gonna need some silicone, the cheapest that you can find in your hardware store. This one was 99 cents, for example. Then you need some cornstarch and a bucket where you fill all that stuff in, and then we're gonna mix it together. The ratio between the cornstarch and the silicone is about 1:1. The whole mixing process was about 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes the consistency changed and it's more dough, or like Play-Doh, you know, that thing that the kids play with. And you would not even need gloves anymore because it's not sticky anymore. Now we're gonna take our original, in this case our carburetor, and press it in. After about 4 hours the mold is completely dried and you can release the original. Now we're gonna need some resin. You can buy that online or in your Hobby Lobby or wherever you want to go. And we need a scale. It's very important to follow exactly the ratio that is coming with your resin, otherwise it will not dry out. So after we did that, we filled up our little mold and now we waiting. This one has a fast cure time and it took about 15 minutes until it really dried out. So let's see, release the part out of the mold and figure whether or not it is a good copy. And this is the tip of this week. The base for our build this time is a Mustang, a 429 Boss. What a fantastic piece of art and engineering. How many of these dream cars were actually built in 1970? Answer in a riddle. So, but before we end our little show, which was hopefully a little bit informative for you and you enjoyed it a little bit, I want to mention that another builder has finished his Frankenstein Group build. And it came out awesome. Tooltas. He has built a gasser and it came out really nice. Check out his channel. I'll leave the link in the description. Please, if you finish your Frankenstein build, that's just really, I have a couple hundred of you guys saved and subscribe to it. It's really difficult. I don't want to miss anyone. If you finished your build, please let me that know down in the comments, and I want to give you a big shout out. But now, Elise, love and friendship, something you can't buy. Respect all people and keep that hobby alive. See you next Saturday, folks. Muscle cars. What does that look for? It's kind of like
I'm listening
I thought I screwed it up again. Yeah. She kind of gives me that evil look. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just listening.
Okay. A few brave people, though, are part of the resistance. And but you can't stop that. You stop that. It's a serious topic. Oh man. So, do it again. Can't be serious right now.
Okay, I got it. Whew.
In our actual build, we are still in the year 2063, where the world is fighting. Leave. You have to leave. What's wrong with you?